Good evening everyone. I thought I'd make a little project and I thought I'd share it with you because I thought you might like to make one yourself. So I haven't got one to show you at the moment because the idea is that I'll make it along with you and so that we'll both have, well, that we'll all have something nice at the end of this video. Although this video may be in a couple of parts, I don't know yet. Depends how long this one will be. So I'm cutting a piece of t-shirt fabric. It could be any colour you like, but I've chosen pink because I want it shabby chic. So the size this circle is about 7 inches, 7 centimetres, but in English we're talking about 2 3/4 inches. And what I used for a rough guide is the bottom of my matte medium. But it could be any size you want, so that's a good thing about this. This is going to be a little holder for stick pins, and I'm really hoping this is going to come out okay, because if not, I'm going to look a right goose. But we can try. So you need your basic needles, needle sewing kit, and some thread. Don't know what sort of needle, but bear with me. Okay, got a needle here, and I'm going to use this is a Gutterman thread, and it's 100% polyester, but it's even though it's just an ordinary thread, it's quite strong really. So anyway, let's chat and let's get on. I did leave about quarter. I left about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance around the line I made, and I'm just doing an anchor stitch on this end. I'll just cut those hairy bits off. That's it. So I'll just do a very small running stitch. I don't want it too bulky, so, and by that I mean I don't want the stitches too big, which will make it sort of quite bulky. Because I'm working small, this needs to be small pleating or gathering. I'll just pull this up and then show you. Got a knot in it now, but my stitches are quite small, and it's just a running stitch, and you want to go round the edge, just coming in a little bit, and work these stitches right round to the end, but don't cast off, because you want to be able to pull this up into a ball. But before we pull it up into a ball, we're going to stuff it. Okay, so I'll just pull it up a little bit, just so I get a nice little pouch shape. And then getting some choice stuffing. See, this stuff, called Cumulus, this one. and it's just a polyester toy stuffing, and it looks like I'm got too much, I know, but it won't look like that. You want to have it so it's like an overripe peach. You want to have a bit of springiness in. So what I'll do, I'll take that out so you can see the size I've pulled out. So it was like that. Now I'm pulling it out quite thin and flat. That's about the size you need, palm size. If you find it's not enough, add a bit more. If you find it's too much, take a bit out. Whatever you feel, because it's all down to the size you yourself make. Right, so I've pulled it up tight, and then anchor stitch it. I'll just do one more, one for luck, as they say. Yeah. Actually, I won't cut that off because I'll use this thread that's attached. Because now, what I'm going to do is quilt this so that this is like that in the middle. Oh, hang on. So it'd be like quilted, like that. Like as if you're doing a button cushion. So the next thing is go to the centre and go right through to the back and pull down. It's a bit fiddly, especially if you've got big cumbersome hands like mine. It's a bit awkward, a bit fiddly, but so that's one. It looks like a little bum, doesn't it? So next is to come up the other side and go back into middle, so you're working opposite the side you've just done, and have your thread level. And after each entry into the fabric, and where you exit out the back, make sure you do a anchor stitch. So go back into the middle, so you're actually creating like quarters. You can do more if you want, but I'm just doing quarters. I don't really feel that there's a need for something this small for it to have any more sections. Besides which, my hands won't allow me. Right, there's my anchor stitch. So now, come back over and back into the middle again. Do an anchor stitch, being careful not to stab yourself like I've just done. Now I'd say I had roughly a metre's worth of thread, which I then folded in half. Let's go a little bit off, but that'll do. For the purposes of this video, that'll do. So there we are. So the next thing is finding a bead. That'll do. Okay, so I'm back up through the middle. Doesn't matter if it's not absolutely spot on, because I'm using a diamante button. As you can see, it's really pretty, and if you're using a bead, it's just as well, you know. There's nothing to say it's got to be a diamante button, but because I want this as shabby chic as possible, I'm wanting it glitzy as well, because I think shabby chic should always have a little bit of glitz. Sure you all agree. So I'm casting that on. I think that'll do. You'll see, and you'll have realised as well that I haven't once had to cast off and cut my thread. I've used the whole amount of thread in one go. Right, so that's that. So the next thing is to edge some lace around. That would look quite nice. Yeah, this is at the highest point is about 2 centimetres, and this is the one I'm using. And the idea is that it'll go all the way around there. If you're cutting it the same size and using the same fabric, then yes, this would be about 14.5 centimetres. So now we'll sew this around the edge and hope I don't get my thread all tangled. So that's about 3 foot, I'd say. Yeah. Got it. Okay, I'll just cast on here. Cast on there, rather than cast on the cushion. So now I'm going to cast on here. Yes, that'll do nicely.